welcome to another edition of the Sunday Sunshine Show. This show is brought to you every Sunday morning at 7:30 UK time, and it's brought to you by 4 YouTube friends, which is myself, Busy Bee Marie, from Las Vegas. I'll link all the channels in the description box. Maria Crocker, who lives in the Cotswolds, and Karen from Geordie Grandma. We all get together every Sunday morning with a topic and all do our own thing on the topic. Excuse me, I got hair in my mouth. It could be anything, you know. Now this week we're excited to be joined by the lovely Caroline, Mrs. M. Now Caroline is probably the reason that I started doing YouTube, because I used to watch her videos all through lockdown. I watched them, I loved it. I love watching her channel, and I was a member of her book club, and then I thought, you know, I wonder if I could do that. You know, I didn't think I would be able to, but here I am 3 years later. I've just been doing it for 3 years now. So Caroline's kindly joining us this week. So hi Caroline. So her channel is a lovely lifestyle channel. I'm sure most of you follow her, and if you don't, you really should do. So I'll link her channel as well in the description box. Now this week, our topic is winter essentials. So we're going to talk about what we consider winter essentials. It's a difficult one, this. You think it's very easy, but there's so many things, isn't there? So I sort of made a list of the things that I think that I love about that I love to buy in winter. I've got Mabel here today. It's my daughter's dog. I'm looking after her. So she was just barking because there was somebody going past. So anyway, I've written a list of things that I like to have in winter, what I would consider my winter essentials. So one of the first things that I do like are fleece tights. Now, these are tights that they're smooth on one side and the lining is fleeced. Absolutely. You know, like if we were bowling in winter, I haven't been bowling for this last year with my shoulder, but I still go. And sometimes when it's really, really cold, we even put these are leggings, but they do them in tights as well. These are fleece leggings. And I would put them on under my trousers if it's really, really cold. Also, now I get these from Primark. They do the tights and they also do leggings. And these are the leggings. I couldn't get in the drawer for the tights because I've got a lot of things in front of it. So, but I've forgotten how much they are. They're not expensive, but they're so warm. It makes such a difference. So, and then these are warm tights, but they're not fleecy lined, but they're so warm. And I got those from Temu. So it's worth looking on there. Now, of course, gloves and scarf. You know, we all like gloves and scarves, although sometimes I get a bit fed up with a scarf. But what I do like is a gilet, because I find when I go out and it's cold and you put a coat on, I hate driving in a coat, and you get in the shops and you're so warm, and then I don't like my arms restricted. So I much prefer a warm gilet. I know a lot of people, and I used to think, what's the point of a coat without sleeves in? But once you've worn one, you'll know that, I mean, I really, really like a gilet. So I've got a couple. I've got a couple of sort of waterproofing ones with hoods on, which are useful. And I've also got like a flying jacket style gilet that I got from M&S, and I do wear that a lot. So the next thing I've got, and the other thing I would say, sorry I'm digressing, is a hooded coat. Because if it's pouring down, obviously you're going to need a hooded coat. So, and it's difficult to get a hooded coat. I mean, this year I've bought a raincoat with a hood on. I mean, it says that it's what do they call them? I've forgotten. It's one I got from Next. They had quite a few different designs, but I just got this one because it got a hood on and it's waterproof, and I thought I can wear a thick jumper underneath it. It's not a particularly very warm one, but one that will keep you dry. It's fully waterproof. So one of the other things I absolutely love, and this was something until a few years ago I never thought I would ever have, and it's an electric blanket. I love it. And they're so economical because they cost about 7p an hour to run. So, you know, if I went to bed early, you don't need to have the heating on, just put your electric blanket on. I love it. Sometimes if I'm really, really cold, I'll go in my bed and put my electric blanket on and read. I just love it. I love an electric blanket. And funnily enough, the electric blanket that I'd had for years, which I got from Aldi, just recently stopped working. So my son bought me another one for my birthday, which I was so grateful for. I love it. I love being cosy in bed, you know. And Betsy used to love it as well, and Mabel does. Love curling up on it. So that's an electric blanket. I also, another essential I think is lip salve, because if it's windy and cold, often your lips get chapped and it's awful, isn't it? It's difficult to heal them once they do. So lip salve and Blisties, I do like those. So they would always be a winter essential for myself. Excuse me. Then another thing that I really like is a slow cooker. Now, I love my air fryer, I really do. But, you know, a slow cooker, you can put it on, go out and just throw things into it, and you come back to the most delicious smelling meal. And I find it so easy, so nice. Often I'll even make a spag bol in a slow cooker. You know, I'll put all the things in for the bolognese and just leave it. You know, when you come back, it's all cooked, and all you have to do is do the spaghetti. And it's also nice for winter stews. You can even put dumplings in, you know. I do really like a slow cooker in winter. I also have enjoyed recently using a pressure cooker. I used to have one years ago, and then I recently got a Kasori one, and it's amazing how much I've used it and how quick it is to do things. But slow cooker would be top of the list for that. Right, what else have I got on this list? I can't read what I've put on. Oh, comfy boots. Yes, you definitely need comfy boots. Sensible comfy boots, not big heels. Something that if it's icy out, it's got a good sole on. You know, I did wear Ugg boots for a while, but I found because they were so flat, I got that plantar fasciitis, which was quite painful. Whether it was just my feet, I don't know. But there's nothing like an Ugg boot for warmth. They're so warm. But a nice comfy boot, preferably fur-lined. So that's another winter essential. And then another thing that I do think is really good is long sleeve t-shirts, because they're handy to just put on under a jumper to give you that extra layer. Particularly like if you're wearing a gilet, because you've got that extra layer underneath. So that I like to have quite a few. I mean, you don't have to get expensive ones. Excuse me, I often buy them from Primark, just long sleeve t-shirts. And I wear them like you would wear a vest, really, but under a long sleeve jumper. Also, it stops your jumpers from itching you, you know, because some of them do, don't they? So, moving on. Oh, now this is an essential. A cosy blanket for the settee. For you to curl up on the settee, I like a nice cosy blanket. Now, I have got a heat at throw, and that's really good. It's sometimes a bit awkward with the plugs, where your plugs are. But it is really good, you know, if you just want to snuggle up on the settee. A heated throw is lovely. But if not, a normal throw, a normal nice cosy blanket is always nice. And nice across your bed as well if you want to have that extra layer. Right, what else have I got? Oh, hot chocolate. Now, I do like hot chocolate. I don't drink it so much in the summer, but in the winter, I don't have a chocolate station or anything like that. But I tell you what I often do. I make a coffee and just put a spoonful of chocolate in it. Absolutely gorgeous. And it makes you feel like you're having a nice warm winter drink, really. And sometimes I put a little bit of cinnamon in as well. So it makes it really, really nice. So I don't really drink hot chocolate in the summer, but I do like it in the winter. The only time I would drink it in the summer is if you went somewhere and it was awful coffee. I'd choose a hot chocolate instead. Now, another thing that I think is essential for winter, and this is one of the things that until it happens and you haven't got any, you realise that you need it, is salt. For all the icy pavements and, you know, your icy drive and that, if you haven't got a lot of salt, when it does get icy or snowy, you really wish you had. So I think that is a winter essential. And another thing I like is I like sometimes to have a little liqueur in my coffee. I wouldn't say it was a winter essential, but it's nice, you know, a Bailey's or something like that. So I think that is about having gone through everything I could think of. I'm sure there's hundreds more, and I'm sure people will be telling you lots more things. So I can't wait to see the other girls' channels. I'll link them all in the description box. So thank you so much for watching. So pop across to the other girls' channels. So that's Busy Bee Marie, Maria Crocker, Karen from Geordie Grandma, and our special guest, Caroline Mrs. M. So thank you so much for watching, and if I don't see you before, I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!